My granddaddy put this farm together in 1934. He and my dad were partners with my son and grandson, with their interest and expertise. We've come a long way.
That's something that they tried to instill in me. It's one thing that I'm trying to instill in my boys as well, is being part of the operation. No matter how big or small the job, it all matters.
Dad had a very good reputation all across the state. Very knowledgeable, and people liked working with him.
I was in the Army in the early 60s. My time on active duty was coming to an end. I was looking for a job. I had the opportunity to go into Extension.
Extension has changed so much. Agriculture has changed so much from the way things were back in the 70s. I can remember Dad, after he had been at work all day, he would be on the phone 2 hours every night. Farmers, they got home in the evenings. That's their opportunity to call and ask questions. So, I think that's one of the things I learned way back then. You got to have a servant's heart to be an Extension agent.
Well, I met John Fourqurean in 1981, Extension agent in Trigg County. John was the kind of guy, he was going to get things done. So we organized the penny round CPH sale, as we referred to it. Preconditioning was in its infancy. It's safe to say that Trigg County carried the sale in terms of numbers and quality. When the sale caught on and got pretty big, we had one sale, Trigg County, and another sale for everybody else. So everybody wanted to be in the Trigg County sale. That's John Fourqurean in a nutshell. And we also did night meetings. Raymond Oliver's A-frame.
Mr. John and several local producers, including my dad, would attend those cattle cartel meetings.
About the time of Dallas was popular on TV. So instead of the oil cartel, this was a cattle cartel. And they were committed. As a group, they got together and did estrus synchronization and timed AI. And it was a county-wide project. And John Fourqurean was instrumental in all of that.
Folks respected him. Right away, we had credibility.
Mr. John was a pioneer. He told us there were ways we could make more profit, and it worked. It's still working today.
Well, that's the thing that Dad taught me about innovation is you can't recommend something you're not willing to do yourself.
He meant a lot to the cattle industry, and I think to everybody who worked with him.
I learned from the example he set.
He's been so influential in beef cattle programming. He was one of the foundational leaders.
I look at not only his work here, but as a grandfather and as an extension agent. People that I talk to now always tell me stories of a time that he was able to help them or an impact he made on the operation. I do take a lot of pride in hearing those.